Oh, hey guys, what's going on? It is Bernardo, and today, side project, weekend project today, and it's all about rebuilding and upgrading my MSI Trident 3. I'm looking this way because I have a sticky note. I always forget what I'm going to do. So it is the MSI Trident 3 VR7 RC machine. I need to rebuild it. I actually have it over there. Let me grab it real quick. Here it goes. This is the machine that I am going to be upgrading. I think I did a unboxing or review on this machine years ago. I still have it. The main purpose of this machine was I was using it for live streaming, but my son wants to play games with me. He lives not around my area, lives pretty far. He's always playing like Fortnite, X Defiant, Call of Duty. Those are my favorite games. So why not get a gaming system up and running? Now, it works. The problem is when I start this machine up, it takes forever because of the hard drive. So the game plan is to open this guy up, remove the internal hard drive that's inside of it. It's probably like a SATA drive, upgrade it to a solid state drive, which I have one over here. Slap it in, rebuild it. I'm going to install Windows 11. I have to get all the drivers, get all the games. I got to make sure all the ports is working. It does come with an NVIDIA GTX card. I don't know what model. I think it has about 4 or 8 gigs, but it's a great machine. The only problem is it's just the hard drive is so slow. Booting up is slow. It's just a horrible experience. So now let's take it to the back, open this guy up, and then upgrade the hard drive. All right, so I set up the MSI Trident 3 machine, keyboard, mouse, and a monitor. Before I open it up, I want to show you guys what I mean with this machine. So right now, it's booting up. So if I go into the task manager, this is one of the problems with this particular machine, and that's why I'm upgrading it with a 240 gig solid state drive, because if I go into the task manager and I go into performance, typically, even though you see in the processes, nothing is really like capping. I notice a lot of problems with the hard drive. It's flat line, 100%. Look at that. And it takes forever to load anything up. So imagine my son contacting me. He wants to play a game and I have to wait until the hard drive calms down. So that's the problem. I mean, the machine right now has about 8 gigs. It's not that bad. It is running an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060, 3 gigs. I thought it was actually 4 gigs, but the 3 gigs is not that bad for the games that I'm going to play with my son. It's just this hard drive. This hard drive, it takes forever for this to calm down. It's right now flat in line. Anything that I do is just going to take forever to load up. So I'm going to shut it down, open it up, install this, and then start installing the operating system, and then start configuring all the drivers and stuff. All right, so we got the MSI Trident 3. I have all my tools over here. If you have the device facing this way on your right-hand side where the logo is at, you want to turn it to you. Awesome. This guy right here is what we need to remove, right? So rather than actually forcing it, I'm going to use this guy right here. And let's open it up a little bit here and just stick it in this way. Excellent. Boom. Awesome. Okay, so I need to unscrew this. So let's unscrew these guys. Make sure you don't lose the screws, because the screws are very important to put everything back together. Awesome. So it's probably these screws that I have to take out too. Right, so let's take these 2 top tubes. All right. So we're just going to take out these 2 right here. There it goes. This is actually the 2. Beautiful. So closer look. Look at the graphics card. Ooh, that's nice. The memory. I'll probably pick up an additional memory card. So right now it has 8 gigs, so I could probably bump it up to 16 gigs. This guy right here is the Wi-Fi chip. I need to locate where the hard drive is at. All right, so we got the top off. And these two screws, there's a good thing that we actually remove them because you need to remove these two. We also have to remove this screw. And there's another one over here, if you guys are able to see over here. And inside the motherboard, right there, there's another one. Plus, this cable right here is for the, I believe, the LED. So we have to remove that too. So let's start over here first. Let me adjust the action cam so you guys are able to see. Make sure you don't lose any of the screws because we will be needing them, all right? So let me go up top for you guys. So once we remove all three screws and we remove that cable, we need to actually pull it because the hard drive is at the bottom. Now, I do recommend that you use one of these screwdrivers that are magnetic because you don't want to lose it. You're able to pull it out. Boop. Awesome. And let's not lose that. Cool. Now, for the cable, I'm going to have needle nose pliers, and I'm going to get in there and then pull it. There it goes. All right, so that's the cable right there. I got to try to get in there without destroying it. There it goes. Awesome. Cool. Nice. And let's put this guy on. Should have put it on a long time ago. And let's clamp it. Awesome. So if we turn it around, and there goes the hard drive. Turn it around a little bit. Beautiful. Let's put this here. Awesome. Look at that. Look at that. So it actually has 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that we are going to remove. Screws have this nice little cushion. So make sure you don't lose that. So there's a good chance screws should not be coming out. That's what I just noticed. All right, great. Has the SATA cable. Has this SATA hard drive. We're going to replace this guy with a solid state drive. This guy has it's 1 terabyte, 72 RPMs, but it's so slow. So we're going to remove the cable. Awesome. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that we need to unscrew to take the housing out. And then this housing, we will put it onto the new hard drive. Cool. All right, so let's get going with that. All right, so I found another screwdriver to get in here. Yeah, there you go. That's much better. Goodbye. All right, awesome. So got this guy right here. Let's open it up. Quick, super quick unboxing with you guys. Nice. Fits perfect. We got to line up the holes. And once we line up the holes, we are able to put the screws in and lock this guy down. All right, good. All right, so I'm actually going to put these guys back because this looks like it should have never came off in the first place. All right, let's do it this way. Let's take the rubber out and squeeze the rubber in there. That's much better. There we go. And then put the screw in. Perfect. All right, let's put the other screw in. Perfect. All right, so let's hook up the cable. Perfect. And let's screw this guy down. Excellent. And one last one. Now, another cool thing about this particular Trident 3 workstation is that right here is a M.2 slot. So I can screw it down. What? So I can upgrade it eventually. When I see an M.2 solid state drive for sale in Micro Center, I'll probably pick one up and hook it up. But for now, I'm going to hook it up with the solid state drive. So what we need to do is actually, and I forgot to do this. You guys didn't warn me. Come on, guys. Hopefully I did not fry the machine. So I need to put the top back. And to put the top back, we are going to do the following. Let's do this. Awesome. Let's put this down like that. Should be the right way. Is it the right way? Yes. There we go. Boom. Let's turn it around. Awesome. And make sure you insert this cable back inside that little white slot. Some very fat fingers, so this is going to take a while. Now, next thing that we need to do is insert the screw here, and then the one inside the motherboard. I'm going to do the motherboard first. I definitely recommend using a screwdriver with a magnetic tip because you actually got to get in there. Awesome. And we need to do this guy over here. Cool. And the last one to lock down the bottom part. Awesome. Great. Now, we're going to turn it this way. Now, we actually have to put the screws here, then put the top, and then screw down the top, and then we're good to go. So, and that hard drive does not have an operating system, so I have to create a bootable flash drive with Windows 11, configure the BIOS to boot into the flash drive that I will create, install the operating system. So we're actually going to take front. Beautiful. Let's lay it here. And slide it in. Then we have to take these two small screws and then lock down the top. Let's take this guy and we are going to insert it. There we go. We'll power it on. Actually, I have to create the bootable flash drive and then hook up the bootable flash drive either in the back or in the front. Doesn't matter where. And then boot into BIOS and then configure it to boot into the flash drive so I can start the operating system installation. All right, so I got my flash drive right here. Bam. I have Rufus started. I'm actually going to take this USB thing out. I'm going to plug this guy in. Recognized it. It is the D drive, 16 gigs. I already downloaded the Windows 11 image, so I'm going to click on Select. It's going to take me to the Downloads folder. I'm going to click on the ISO, which I'm actually going to install Windows 11 23H2. Beautiful. Let's click on Open, and it's going to process. And we are going to click on Start. Let's click OK. It's going to warn me about reformatting it. There it goes. That's the warning. Let's click OK. Reformat it. It's going to install the image into the flash drive, make it bootable, and then we could take this flash drive and then bring it over to the Trident 3 and start the installation. All right, so the bootable USB drive is done. I actually plugged it on the front. Everything is hooked up to the MSI Trident 3. Going to power it on over here. Awesome. Gonna head to the keyboard, hit the delete button. As soon as the MSI logo comes up, it should boot me into the BIOS. So just keep on clicking and should load up. Come on. Bingo. We need to get into settings. So I'm going to hit enter on the keyboard. Awesome. We need to get into the boot, which is the third option. So just use the directional keys to go up and down. Boot is what we need. So I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to go all the way down here. We have USB key. We're going to hit enter. And right here on this, we're going to select, where is it? USB right there. It actually recognizes the flash drive that I have, which is good. We're going to select that. Actually, let's hit that again. And we're going to go all the way up, hit enter. Cool. And you just saw option 1 is now the USB key. Beautiful. And if looking at the instructions, yeah, I think I'm good here. So we are going to hit escape on the keyboard. Awesome. Let's go down using the directional keys to go down. We're going to highlight, save, and exit. Hit enter. Awesome. We're going to pick save changes and reboot. And it basically says boot option 1, DVD, went to that. Yes. Yep, that's what I want. Awesome. Hit enter for yes. It's basically telling me that I did the switch to boot into the USB, which was option 1. Should boot from that and should load up the operating system to start the installation of Windows 11. So let's see what happens. All right, so I finally booted up. From here, I'm just going to do next. And then once it's completed, I got to install all the drivers, install all my games, and we're good to go. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.